What's up? How are you? And can you hear me? Hi there, Neris. So, I'm good too. A little bit buzzed by doing dailies and like raiding and stuff earlier. But generally okay enough to like to sit here and rant basically. Towards which I want to say like this is not going to be. It's going to be like the first time that I ranted, where basically there is like next to no gameplay, so you know, don't expect me to be showing anything serious or anything, I'll just be hanging out. Of course, I'll go into the game, obviously. But before I do, I wanted to say that, yeah, this is not intended to be um, exactly gameplay. It's, I just don't know what to do with the title. Like, it is Guild Wars. I will be talking about Guild Wars, I guess, ranting about it, highly subjective opinions incoming, okay? Highly subjective. No 3P Doom clears, obviously. No clears of any kind, in fact. Like this is gonna have like no gameplay. Okay, I'll just be walking around, literally. Maybe not even walking in some cases, I guess. And I can't promise it's gonna be more than an hour. So basically, exactly the same setup as last time I was ranting about the game. My purpose here is not to attract like Guild Wars 2 players. It's not to like. It's basically just to rant. Honestly, I'm just gonna vent. I'm just gonna rant. That's all it is. Nothing else. Nothing more. Maybe not even specifically for Guild Wars 2. Maybe I will just go also into some necessary comparisons with like Final Fantasy probably as well, just to make a few points that I want to make. And I know that's probably very risky. But yeah, whatever. So this is what this is going to be. And let me actually just step into the game and find a nice place to sit like last time. And then, I mean, I don't know if there's gonna be a third part of this, right? This is gonna be. I want to get everything said. I don't want to have to do. I don't want to. I don't want to do another like one of these. Right? I want this to be the last one, right? I mean, last time we, or rather, I was talking about like some grievances, some good things, and now I would like to speak some more about it, and then just put it on the side, and then just stream Skyrim all day, or something. Oh, about that, yeah. Since I mentioned that, I will be taking a short break from streaming, which probably will go unnoticed since I stream only once per week or something, maybe twice a week sometimes, and sometimes not at all per week. So maybe you won't even notice it, but I feel I should say that I'm gonna have a guest for a week or maybe a little bit more, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, for sure, it's something I have to mention. I feel. And who is this anyway? Yeah, yeah. So I feel it should be mentioned. So yeah, don't expect a stream for at least, I don't know. If you know what the problem is, that I don't even know if I'll have a guest. It's not like set on stone. It's just highly likely. So of course, I don't want to do a 10-minute stream where I say, "Hey guys, I'm not gonna stream by," So I'm just preemptively saying it now. There's a very high chance. Yeah, it's gonna be like 1 week, 10 days, 12 days. Who knows, right? But somewhere along those lines. So now I've said everything I wanted to say before I actually get into the meat and potatoes of all this shit. Um, let's go find a place, shall we? Like anywhere really. Like I don't know. Uh, Last time we went to like Divinity's Reach and I camped like an area there. Maybe now I can. Maybe now I can go somewhere else. Wait, where is like Thunderhead Keep is like a good place. I feel. Or uh, let's see what we got. Siren's Landing might help me make a point I want to make later on, but it's not really interesting. Let's see. What about maybe the Sun's Refuge? No, right? That's too contained. We don't want that. This place? Maybe this place. You know. I kind of like it there. So yeah, before I just start mumbling semi-incoherently, is there anything you want to share? Maybe, I don't know. Any nonsense, any news, any whatever, any of your own rants, or why am I doing that with that key anyway? Yeah. Wait, wasn't there like a cool place somewhere this way? I think there was something good over here. Maybe one of those like wait, let's see. Yeah, maybe over there. Maybe I'll go over there. This looks cool. So it even has a mastery point, which I already have, I guess. Well, all the same. There. Perfect. That's almost like romantic or something. So maybe I can like just zoom in like this and whatever, you know, so we don't see the mastery point. All right. Nice textures there. A very nice work here in this particular. Anyway, I'm just being mean now. I mean, whatever. Just that it's too prominent. Let me zoom in more. There. Okay. Cool shit. So, I wanted to talk about the community of the game. Should I? Do you want? Do you need like game sound? Is that gonna immerse you? Let's see, right? What's game sound like? Oh. Ooh, there's like owls and shit. All right, there we go. Is that like intrusive? Can you hear it? Is my voice too loud maybe, or what's going on? Feed my back. Come on. That's loud. Maybe it's a bit loud, right? Maybe it's a little bit loud. Or isn't it? I don't know. Can you actually hear any of this? Because for me it's kind of loud. No answer? Hey, if you don't say anything in like 2 minutes, I'm gonna assume everything's okay. Until then, I'll just chill, I guess. I'll just smoke, maybe? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. But if you can't hear the game at all, and I'm not sure if you can, let me see. Is this a thing? Is this working? It should be working. I mean, you can hear it through my microphone probably, but the thing is that I don't see the thing moving, like my stream sound capture. I don't see that moving at all, which is weird. Anyway, all right. So no one is saying anything. So basically, you either can't hear me at all, or you don't care enough to answer. In which case, both work for me. That's the thing. Um, let's see. Should I try to? Yeah, I think it's somehow not working because what you're listening to, what you can hear is basically sound games through the microphone. I believe there's something pretty wrong. I mean, surely you can hear the wind, right? But that's my microphone picking it up. Like, you can hear that, right? Or this, right? But that's the microphone, though. So, I don't know what went wrong. Like, I haven't touched anything in my settings. So, my mic. Yeah, I don't know what happens with, like, you're not as loud as you usually are. Maybe I'm calm right now, and like other days I'm not calm. And also, the thing is, I have to turn my head to the left to see what you're typing, and so like now I'm talking properly, but like now I'm not. I don't know if that made a difference. Why is everything so hard with Guild Wars? Oh god. Hey, maybe I need to boost my microphone on Windows or something? I don't know. I can never tell with like two PC stream setups, and that's what I'm using. Like, yeah, it could work, but like, which PC's Windows microphone should I boost though? Like the gaming one, or who knows, right? It's a fucking nightmare. I'm not good with this shit. Uh, yes, maybe. I don't know. I think it only works for my streaming PC, for my Streambox. Actually, let me try something. Let me try to do just that. In fact, let's see. Is that is that like better, or what is that like? Is that too much now? Is this maybe a bit too much now? What happens if I crank it up to 100? Hello? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Uh, what about now? That is loud, I know. That is very loud, I know. Is it good now? Is it still very loud, or what? What do you think? Maybe a bit less? It's a bit better, okay. Maybe crank it up like slightly. Like here, for example. Is this good? But yeah, like as for the actual game sounds, now that I think will. Whoa, wait a minute. I think now we're too loud if I'm looking at my microphone. Wait a moment. Perfect. Let's put it at 70 or something, right? And then hope that if I'm, yeah, maybe now it's good. Maybe now it's pretty good, right? It hits the yellow part of the meter, so it must be okay. Maybe even louder than I would want, right? I don't know. You'll tell me. Okay. Yeah, so the thing with the game audio is something that seems to happen sometimes with Guild Wars. I don't know why. It's like, I think tabbing out fucked it up a bit. So whatever you'll be hearing is gonna be out of my microphone picking it up. So I hope you can live with that. Because I'm not about to restart my stream and try to fix it. Unless maybe we unglitch it with like, wait. Ooh. Did that work? Can you now... Oh god, let's do a test, wait. Something loud. Ah, it's loud now. Okay, give me a sec. Better? You know, protect your ears a bit. This might... it's way louder. Okay, just a sec. Is it okay now? I'm gonna do something, so maybe... You know, don't go deaf or anything. I'm gonna try something. It might be very loud. You know, that's enough warning, okay? So you've been warned. This might be loud. Okay. Is this crazy loud? Was this like pain? Fuck's sake. What about now? I mean, basically I just want you to be able to hear some of the environment sounds. That's all I want, so that it's not a dry image, you know? Because I'm not gonna be... Seems good. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted. Alright, seems good. That's what I like to hear. I've almost forgotten, like, what the fuck I was supposed to talk about with all this. Right, yeah, ranting about Guild Wars. Yeah, okay. Last time I had started with like, oh, a person. Hi there. Go for that mastery, take it. Alright, so I wanted to talk about like some more grievances, I guess you could say. And I wanted to start with what I think is quite detrimental if someone wants to, or rather for someone who would want to, you know, pick up the game and just focus it a little bit and just have a good time in general. When it comes to group content like, I don't know, dungeons and, well, not dungeons, fuck dungeons, I mean, no one does that anyway. Which, I'll get to that as well. But like, yeah, it's... How can I put this in like a way that is not offensive? It seems to me that there is like a lot of dumb fucks in the game. I can't, you know what? I can't not be offensive with this. I guess some people are gonna get tilted, I guess. I don't know. But like, yeah, it's, there's like, it's so strange. It seems to me that like a lot of people just don't either they don't care, and that's my scenario, or they really are dumb, which I would prefer if it wasn't the case, you know. And I think it has a lot to do with like some of the stuff that I mentioned last time. So there is no proper way to learn the game. I mean, basically at this point, it's like pick green or blue. Blue if you want to heal, or CDPS, I guess, and green if you want to CDPS, and occasionally be useful as a, you know, as a healer of sorts with barriers and shit, like, you know, and then just go and melt content, you know. And that's not really how can I say this? It's not really helping, because it seems that knowing the mechanics of certain things, not of all the things, okay, I know that this game is not hard, but like knowing the mechanics of certain basic things, and especially, you know, your rotation, a little bit, not too much, makes life easier than just, you know, face rolling stuff and dying a million times in the process. But I don't know exactly why. I don't know exactly why people in this game are so dense. Like they, or rather, they don't want to bother, or there is like no motive to properly learn, and not much of a reward if you can just like, you know, YOLO things all day, any day. I don't know, like 10 out of 10 groups that I will join. They don't seem to know how things work, like at all. And you can see that by like how they try to do things. And I mean, of course, it will work because the game's balance is fucking broken at the point. What the fuck? Who said that? Anyway, intrusions. What was I saying? Oh right, yeah. So why is it then that the game seems to cater to this kind of play? Like, you are often going to be encouraged to suicide to progress faster, and everything seems to be revolving around getting the fuck out of there, like getting it out immediately. And I mean, that can be done correctly, like Warframe does it. But this is not the case with Guild Wars, I feel, because it's also not supposed to be a game like that. I feel. I don't know if that's intentional by the devs or something. But this is supposed to be, you know, my untrained eye, okay, my non-expert eye thinks that this is an MMORPG, right? First and foremost. Maybe MMO arcade RPG, of course, because, you know, there's not much of hardcore role-playing elements, you know. Even the classes are like just fluff, basically. There is just like, there isn't anything there, you know. All the lore was in Guild Wars 1 and shit. What are you saying? It isn't intentional, but changing it now will upset a lot of people. Just look at the template changes. What kind of template changes are you talking about? What are you referring to by template changes? What, you mean going in here and changing templates, or what? People abusing template swapping for stacking boons in open world. Yeah, okay, I'm getting you. Yeah, the game is just way too open to that kind of gameplay. Way too open. And yeah, it would upset quite a few people if... But like, you know what? Is it like is it the kind of people you want in your game, though? Because if they're treating your game as something that is a chore, I mean, obviously they like it enough to log in, right? And to take the rewards, right? But they want to be... Like, the content is not keeping them there, is it? It's the kind of people that are still in the game. Yeah. I will agree with both of you actually. And that's now we reach our point. Like, why is this game devolved to a point where people just don't want to have anything to do with it, unless it's a collection or achievements, I guess. Because, I mean, okay, I'm gonna cut it short. This is Farmville. This is just Farmville at this point. And I think our internet and the players together are to blame. I think there is like some sort of unholy union in there going on. It seems to me, at least. I don't know. But that's been bugging me because, for example, I as a casual player, okay, I mean I raid, sure, we raid with our guild and whatever, but I'd say I'm casual or like maybe semi-hardcore, is that a thing? Or because I mean some people think that raiding is like, that's it, you're hardcore, you know? I don't know. I doubt this is the case. I mean, I think raiding on the level that I'm doing it, for example, is still casual content. We're not trying to beat the clock. We're not trying to set any records. You know, we just want to do like some decent DPS and, you know, not be on the floor. You know, do the mechanics correctly. Don't be liabilities to our team. That kind of thing. You know, read up on some stuff, I guess. Which honestly doesn't take long. It's just like a 1 minute read, right? For every fucking encounter. It's like, it's nothing. It's literally fucking nothing. Which, by the way, people still don't want to do. They don't even want to do that. So my argument here is, if that's intentional now, and if that's the people that are playing the game now, well, isn't it a bit extreme that they don't even want to read up on guides or anything? They don't... Are you getting what I'm saying? Like, where I'm getting at here? Because playing like that ruins the experience for like everyone. And I think certain things could be done to kind of rein it in a little bit, you know? Certain changes, like, for example, all right, let's break it apart. So we've got GG, right? GG just kills you. Like, if I type /GG and hit enter, that's gonna kill me. And why would I do that? I would, there's no lore behind it, by the way. You literally just commit suicide. And it's even recorded on your character's death stats, right? So let's say that I care about the game, I care about the lore, I care about, you know, my character. I see no scenario where committing like fucking seppuku or something helps like the atmosphere or the ambience of the game or the story. Or anything basically, except one thing. Getting to point B faster from point A. That's all. And it's so... I mean, there is barely any immersion, right, in Guild Wars. There's barely any immersion. But this function alone is like a huge percentage of what's wrong right now. And what kind of like... What kind of attitude or mindset, that's it, mindset, players have. And also then by extent, our internet is okay with their players having, right? Like, yeah, sure, let's fucking suicide, that makes a lot of sense, just to progress a dungeon. So why would you do that though? Like, don't you want to play the game? Don't you want to kill things? Don't you want to loot? Don't you want to... And so I could say a lot of things with don't you want to, and all of them, and this is where it lies on our internet's shoulders to improve. All of them are worthless time wastes. How about that? They're worthless time wastes. The loot you're gonna be getting from monsters, unless you're looking for something very specific, is junk. Honestly, it's just junk. You can get it elsewhere, much easier, in larger quantities. So, like, for example, open world stuff. By the way, that's why everyone is like so crazy with open world, because basically, yeah. Time. Why would you want to make it faster? Is it because you really just want to log out of the game? If so, then why? All right. So why would you want to be out, in and out so fast, for example? It's because the game is not captivating. Like, it's like a huge Jenga tower of malfunctions. I can't call them anything else, or bad decisions. That, like, you take away everything, like reasons to be in the game, good loot, good this, good that. You take them all away, and it's like, it's not gonna be too stable, is it? So let's take the expansion, for example. The expansion coming right now, so End of Dragons, is not going to address any of that. So what can you hope for? You can hope for a week maximum, without even speeding it, right? A week of story, if you're not, like, let's say you play 2 hours a day, but every day, right? And you're just, you know, you're reading the dialogues, you're going every place, you're exploring the maps that they're gonna add. A week, at most, at fucking most, okay? A week. And I mean, that's kind of okay, but for players like me, that's gonna be 2 days. And I do read all the stuff and go every place, so there's something weird there. But anyway, you're not in it for that, right? So you're in it for how will this expansion expand? Yeah, who could fucking find a better word, right? Expand on the experience. So how is it going to expand on the experience? Is it gonna solve any of those problems? Is it gonna stop people from preferring to suicide than fucking play the game? Like, prefer to fucking kill their player than play the fucking game, alright? Is it gonna help with that? Not really. Is it gonna help with, like, what are fractals gonna be better? Are they even adding fractals? They're not. Okay, as far as we know, they're not. So there's no fractals coming in, from what I know. There is some strikes, I think, which are like mini raids, for those of you who don't know. Like, very mini raids. Like, they're not even... You can, like, 4P them. You can, like, demolish them completely. Alright. Which is also another part of another problem that I want to touch on later on. But, like, for now, it belongs to the broken balance kind of conversation. Which also adds a lot to the problem we're talking about now. Broken balance, like the classes, the Trinity, or lack thereof. All that thing, you know, no tanking, no healing. It's so weird. Look, I shouldn't go into that yet, because, like, the no tanking, no healing, I can almost feel some of you saying, but no, there is healing. But yeah, there is healing, but there is no healing support system. There is no, like, foundation. It's just like, oh, this heals, I'm gonna bring it. Do you know what the difference is? Like, there is no mechanism in place for healing to be required. It's just, how can I explain this? It's not necessary. Someone has to do it as a chore, is what I'm saying. It's not really that someone chooses to play a healer and they really fucking enjoy it because it's really interactive with the group. No. You're basically a health generator. In the most, and I mean, all healers, what are they? Like, health generators. But it's supposed to be concealed. It's supposed to be a little bit discreet and a little bit more intricate than that. And to make your healer players feel important and comfortable, you know? Not just, alright, who's gonna be the healing firebrand? Who's gonna be the blue? And, you know, no one is raising their hands. Okay? That kind of thing. So, yeah, there is healing, sure. It is necessary for raids, but it's shit. It's fucking shit. There's nothing, like, I love healing. I love tanking. I mean, don't even get me started on tanking. Like, there is no tanking, okay? Basically, your healers are your tanks. And there is more to be said about that, actually, because that's, like, also balance and has to do with classes as well. And, like, the fucking mania of people trying to condense as many classes and functions into one as they can, so that they don't have to bring more than X amount of said class, because no one wants to play it. Everyone wants to do this. That's what you want to do. Shut up. Let me go. Stop talking. The inescapable voices in my head. Wait. I'll fix this shit. Where are we going? Ember Bay? No. Maybe the domain of Istan. Yeah, we're going there. Fuck it. The domain of Istan. Let's go there. No one talks there, as far as I know. There's no, like, fucking narrator. And look, it's pretty as well, right? We could just, like... We could seal somewhere here. That was loud. No! Let me climb up there. What? Ah! No! There we go. Oh. Hey, maybe we'd seal up there, right? Is there ground here? Yes, there is, okay. Let's seal up there. Like, even higher, probably. Unless this is pretty enough. Actually, this is pretty enough. Okay. Let's perch over there. Or at the diving goggles. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. No! There's a spider there. Wait. There we go. That's pretty enough. That'll do. No voices, no intrusive shit. Cool. Yeah, let's stay there. What is this? Is this like a... Are they bots? What's going on over there? Are they farming some kind of respawn? Yeah, they are. Should I fucking bother? Should I bother? Is this spiteful if I just... Is this fucking spiteful if I do that? I don't think so, right? Where's the... Yeah. Fuck off. Not so sure. Where's the other guy? Can't find him anymore. Oh, there you go. You can't report it? Here it is. Botting. Oh, they're just AFK. Okay, I get now what you're saying. Oh well, whatever. So, back to the point. Actually, what are they even farming here? Like, what is that? Karma, maybe? Who knows what this shit is? Anyway, I'm not so interested. Karma and materials, yeah, thought so. Okay, well, be that as it may, doesn't trouble me too much. Can even like have the camera like this. Oh, inescapable! They're everywhere. I have found the AFK cavern. Fuck this shit. You will not stain my stream. It's already fucking corrupted enough as it is. Wait, I bought that. Wait a moment. I'll just get up there. I swear I swear I can control my mounts. Right, bunch of harpies here. Cool. Hey, that's kinda... Where am I even? But we can't see anything. This defeats the purpose. Doesn't it? Kinda? Maybe we stay up here, right? Like this. Yeah, let's stay like that. Okay, so it's everywhere in season 3 and 4. Can't fucking run away from it. In the Grove? What secret place in the Grove? There's a secret place in the Grove? Maybe I'll go here, right? Instead. What's over here? What are you talking about? I hadn't discovered this? Get out of here. What? Get out of here. Okay, cool. At least we found a new place, I guess. I thought I had like... Oh, let's go here. That's beautiful. Let's go there, right? The library kind of like ziggurat or whatever. Yeah, that's very pretty. We can stay here. Where are you perching? Are you... You're not feeling okay, are you? Where are you even perching? Okay. I guess... But look at its pose though. It's going like... Can you see the animation there? It's kinda cute. Okay. Alright, we can totally have some tea here. Or something. There we go. There. Oops. Let's go like this. There. Perfect. Perfect positioning. Nice. Alright, so after all this weird adventure, yeah, why are people, you know, not playing the game then? That's my first fucking grievance. Like, this game is like, you literally talk to people, right? You're gonna talk to people. Like, do you know the tactics of this thing? And they don't respond. The only words I see typed in chat are hi, DPS, HFB, what else? I think that's it basically, or maybe thank you, bye, like TY and bye afterwards. That's the most I've gotten. Like, you ask them, you literally ask them things, and they don't have time to respond to you, ever. So that's like part of like the problems I have with this games community, and I acknowledge that it's not like it's not like an issue only on their end. It's like the game itself almost entices you to skip things, to skip everything, to skip as many things as you can actually, even if it means doing nonsense like suiciding. Anyway, I don't know. Personally, it turns me off from the game because you know, how I play games is like I'll fire it up, I'll launch it, I'll go in, and I want to spend like a good 4 hours killing stuff, you know, practicing my rotation while I do that, getting some loot, and of course the rotation is not too complex like for any class. But optimizing DPS, you know, uptime is good. You know, you can do that. And looting is terrible, but whatever, I'll take it because mostly I like just jumping around and killing stuff, you know, kind of like that. And I do want to do this like towards a purpose. So for example, like doing my fractals every day or raiding, for example, and I don't want it to be over as soon as possible. In fact, I want it to last as long as possible. And so to me it's curious, like why are people not enjoying it to the degree that they want it to be over as soon as possible, right? And why does the game cater so much to that kind of playstyle? I mean, it's so easy to like, if you want to include a skip like GG in your game, you can keep it as please unstuck me, like go here, go support, let's just say, I'm stuck, click it, teleports you somewhere else. Yeah, some people do find enjoyment in doing skips. I can see that, sure. But this is not like a racing game. And I mean, of course, I'm not gonna tell them how to play, but to get rid of Twilight Oasis. Yeah, but you know, if you enjoyed Twilight Oasis, you wouldn't want to skip it. So you get what I'm saying? I love the idea of this fractal where you're in that town, right? And it's like Oriental or Middle Eastern rather, and like there's this uprising, and you're like in the role of whatever of Sun Spears at first, I think, and then you just get resurrected as Joko's minion. I mean, you're already a traitor, Sunspear, but okay. Yeah, I like its presentation a lot, but like, it's so crappily made, and the whole game, like as I said, like the reward system, the loot you're getting, everything about it, the lack of roles, doesn't make it feel like an adventure. It makes it feel like a chore, and that's why you want to skip it. I mean, let me ask you something real honest. You're enjoying a game, right? So like, what game would you enjoy? Sekiro? What, Dark Souls? Any, pick any at this point, any. Literally fucking any. If you're having fun, you wouldn't want to be skipping parts of it just for the sake of like saving time, because you don't want to save time, you want to spend time in the game because you like it, right? So I think one of the weakest points of Guild Wars is exactly that. It seems to not be able to create a fun situation by not having like all the roles properly set, all the classes properly set, proper balance, constantly looking back at your core classes, at your core skills. How am I gonna make them more fun? How am I going to make it like work with the new skills better? You know, you get the idea, right? How will we enforce people to have a healer aside from like health running out? How will we entice people to play a healer aside from being health batteries and nothing else, and just like the most stupid gameplay ever I've ever seen? Like when I'm on my healing firebrand, it's like, oh, this is a player, blah, 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 that's the gameplay. Put on them as many stacks of as many things as you can humanly put on them, and then just make sure that they're like in front of you, and then that's your gameplay. Wow. Yeah, the game's got healing now. Yes. I mean, for real. You know? And then you make your maps in a way that they are organically leading the player through a story, through an environment, with visual storytelling. Cut down on the stupid fucking dialogues. Like, so many fucking dialogues. It's like, I mean, there are some places in Guild Wars that there is visual storytelling, right? There is like, you can see things and then imagine things with your mind going on there. You know, you can see what went on there or there. You know, you sort of. That's what I'm talking about. But Guild Wars is like so fucking dry, even though the maps are absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning, right? To me at least. The problem is that they're like set pieces. I don't know how to describe it. Because they're fucking empty. You need NPCs to be telling you what's happening all the time. And there's like annoying bits of dialogue in every fucking fractal. At least CM mode, you know, well, CM, because it's challenge mode anyway. At least in there they skip some of it. Like, have you seen Sunqua normal? Like T1, 2, 3, 4? The fucking dialogue! I don't know, man. I don't care one bit for the fucking deer, the mutant deer that's over there. Just going like, oh, please talk to I. Who the fuck is I? Show me why I is angry by making her, you know, fight me, for example, for something over the course of the dungeon. Because right now, what it is basically you go in. There's like nothing there. It's like a random place. Oh yeah, okay, sure. Let me jump over here. Let me jump over there. And then dialogue, and then, yeah, whatever. What the fuck is that? Of course people are not gonna be interested. And of course it's not okay to break the pacing of your dungeons. And I'm gonna be calling them dungeons from now on. I'll even call raids dungeons from now on. For the sake of this video and for the sake of me not going crazy with categorizing them, right? I'll just call all of them dungeons. Because fuck it. Why not? So all of that. You can't break the pace. Like, you know, ironically, some of the raids are very well done, honestly. and your character can explore places in the raid, which that's pretty great, you know. And you get to interact with some NPCs if you want, right? Only if you want. Learn some of the story, tell them a few things, you know. It's cool. And the bosses themselves seem to be presented much better. It's like the NPC at the beginning will be like, oh, there is something ahead that took our men and now you have to go and find them. That is good. That is nice. And that's what I enjoyed in the old actual dungeons of the game, which no one plays anymore. Because, you know, we moved to fractals now, and that's somehow good, I guess. But yeah, anyway, what I wanted to initially say as well is like the map design itself. Let's go back to that. Aside from raids, which combine open world with dungeon absolutely amazingly, because it's an open map, but it's literally a dungeon. But you couldn't tell, and you do have that sensation of like, oh, it's a raid, so I should be careful where I'm venturing, for example. But there are you know there are places to go off the beaten path, and you can see like encampments and shit, and they have their like little information there, like, oh, um, we camped here, but we were attacked by this creature, and now, you know, shit like that. You know, but yeah, everything else, like fractals, for example, they are so fucking disjointed that you can skip through. Like even if you had awesome storytelling, awesome dialogues, awesome gameplay, awesome rewards, awesome everything, people would still skip because you're allowing them to glitch themselves through the map. What the fuck? What the fuck? And you're giving them a tool that is not even explained. Like, what happens when I press GG? Like, what? My character is just the commander herself, right? Or himself, if you're playing a male. You know, the destroyer of dragons just goes like, oh well, there we go, dead. What? Could you not at least, if we have to have this in the game, could they not at least, I don't know, have Dessa in the fucking fractal lobby, like giving you a device and saying, hey, since you're breaking time-space continuum, why don't you take this small Asuran device? And what that will do is that whoever reaches checkpoints first can then summon his friends to them. Boom. The one skipping, or the one fastest, alright, can do that now. And it's explained in the lore, it's not a death, and it makes sense. Is that so fucking hard? Like, I feel, to move on to another subject, the whole game is filled with things that could have been replaced by lore-friendly, immersive, sensible, first of all sensible, I should have started with that, sensible options. So, I don't know. That to me is a problem, because I find it difficult to play the game when everyone, it's an MMO, right? But everyone doesn't want to play the game. They're like avoiding everything. Avoid, like, fight? Nah, fuck that. Let me just suicide. Oh, what? Loot? Never mind. Loot is not good. You know. Explore the map? No, it's too complicated. So because it's so complicated, it can also be open to exploiting. So let's just fucking use stupid skills to get to places where we shouldn't be able to get. That's like, I don't know. I don't know, really. And of course, there's also the LFG group, the LFG tool, sorry, which is, oh my god. Let me quickly get to that. Like, let's put a full stop here and go to that. Here you can see my plethora of friends. Let's see. Looking for group. Appalling interface. Appalling interface. Like, what is this shit? Let's say that I want to do like what? A fractal of the mist. Alright, so scales. Fine. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? Shit brown interface. Just buttons. People typing things that no one in their right mind knows. I mean, I know them, but like, you know, out of necessity I learned them. You don't even like advertise your group. Alright, let's see what that does. Maybe I want to start a group. Let's see what that does. The fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Where is the looking for, like, what is this? Because the system is not gonna assign a healer to my team, it's not gonna assign a tank to my team. It's not gonna assign people who want to play these roles. It's just gonna be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's do that. Or alternatively, you can start going like normal run, no like nonsense suicide skips, no, I don't know. You know, you get the idea. It's like, look at this shit. Like, what are you gonna do? Type the Dear Diary. Today, I want to start a group. Like, please, bitch, seriously, this is basic AF. This is just like, what is this shit? Come on. It's horrendous, and it doesn't give me any options even within the things that the game is currently doing. So, for example, it's not giving me an option, a very simple option, like, here you just have a box saying GG. If you disable that, people can't GG anymore. End of story. You go in there, and it's for people, this group is for people who want to do the content, who want to just fucking demolish things through DPS, not through skipping them. You get what I'm saying? So even if we're talking about its own broken systems within their own mechanisms, let's say, it's still not accommodating. It's in fact intimidating. Yeah. And the level of incompetence, by the way, that you can find in here, I mean, let's see, is there a good example right now? Let me see. Because yesterday it was full of people asking, so this is some form of kill proof, okay? For those who don't know, this UFE is a form of kill proof in the form of a certain item, unstable fractal essence or energy, I don't remember now, it's also a resource, you know, you can spend this actually. So if you want to use it for an indication of your skill, quote unquote, well, good luck if you've spent any, right? Which is dumb as fuck on its own self. But people are like, look at this guy, 5k UFE. And okay, to give you an example, to give you like a solid example, I have been playing Guild Wars non-stop. Get that in your head, non-stop every day. Alright? For hours, sometimes 11 hours. For a year now. And I don't have this many kill proofs. Nor do I need them, by the way. Get dunked, bitches. And the reason is that why would you need this as a kill proof? Why is the party a practice party that asks for kill proof? Because that's what I'm getting at. Because players are so fucking bad because of how intent they are on breaking everything and going for the carrot directly without even playing, that they don't know the game. They can have 10k. They can have 10k of this and they don't know the game. I have personally seen people who were unable to time their dodges and they had 40k achievement points. There is no, I mean, even asking for kill proof, these guys asking for kill proof, they are trying to dodge the morons, okay? But you can't dodge them. There's no iframe against stupidity. Because all it takes is for me to just mindlessly farm away achievement points, boom, 40k. Mindlessly farm fractals, even if I'm always on the floor, always munching the fucking floor. I can still get the fucking kill proof. After a while, I'll have enough. And I've seen so many people like, oh, I'm not doing the mechanic wrong. Why? Because, like, I've got kill proof. Or because, no, but you're doing it wrong, though. If you go and watch the replay on the fucking logs, you're getting hit by everything that moves. And everything that even doesn't move. Because you're not moving. That's why. Even the floor is killing you. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm getting angry. And another metric people seem to be thinking that equates to a lot of things, actually. They think that it equates to, like, good behavior, being desirable as a member of a group that wants to chill and just do stuff efficiently, okay, efficiently. Let me put that out there, because I don't want you thinking that I don't want efficiency in the game. No, 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 no. There's efficiency, and then there is like just breakneck speed for nothing that gets everyone in the group fucking wiped in T4s, in fucking T4s. Okay. Anyway, they think that having high DPS is on blue or green, which is Guardian or Necro, by the way. I forgot to specify that in case people don't know. Currently, Guardian and Necro are absolutely fucking ridiculously, insanely overpowered, okay? Just end of. I'm not gonna argue that. But beyond that, yeah, they think that being able to just press one or two buttons on a broken class and getting like a high number of DPS, which, by the way, I want to talk about that later, about DPS as a whole, not broken classes, just DPS and how it works in the game and what it does in this game, because it does something very special in this game. I'll tell you later. So yeah, and they think that high DPS is like, all right, you know, might makes right, literally. Like I have a high number, not even necessarily higher than what I achieve, for example, with my puny fucking power Daredevil, or with my puny Berserker Warrior. But you know, so I'll say high damage, not highest damage, but you know, and they think that gets them a pass. Like they don't get to be talked to, they don't get to be told, please don't step in the fucking AoE because like our healing Firebrand is also dealing damage, so it does require a little bit more knowledge so that you know don't get hit by everything, so that our healer can do damage actually, which I'll also get into that soon, but let's stay focused here. So, and no, because they're doing more damage than someone else in the party, they're like, nah, I'm doing my job, I'm pressing one button, let's go. I'm not doing the, like, as if DPS is connected to like knowing mechanics. Like there's no fucking relation there. You can have very high DPS and not know mechanics. I mean, I can even game it. I can even go against the boss, right? Do my opening and get an insanely high number, 50k, 60k, who cares? And then die instantly, boom. Now I'm 60k on the meter. So for a few seconds there, I was shining bright like a star. Doesn't matter if I died, I was doing my job. So yeah, you know, fuck you, don't tell me what to do. Jesus fucking Christ, this makes me want to facepalm so hard. So anyway, and you know, there's another counter argument, like, oh, but this game is easy. Well, if it's easy, why are you fucking on the floor? You know, why are you on the floor? You're saying that it's easy, so you don't need to learn mechanics. Okay, fine, let's go that way. Why are you on the floor then, if it's easy? Not doing the DPS you promised you'll be doing, since that's all you can do. Mystery, huh? You gotta be a fucking genius to solve that one. Well, of course it has some mechanics. You have to know them. And they're so basic that it's a shame not to know them. Like, how can you not? It's on a level of incompetence to not be able to do certain fights in this game. And yet, the majority of players either doesn't care, or doesn't want to, or cannot. Because the game really doesn't teach you anything else than to be a fucking... than to be carried, actually. Because in the mess that is Guild Wars 2 Combat, which is a beautiful mess, it's a very beautiful and artistic mess, I'll give you that, and unique, fucking up isn't easy to see for most people. So you just, you know, just go near the monster, just gonna press a few buttons, no one's gonna notice if I'm getting hit. No, I'll fucking notice. And, you know, people in my group are gonna notice, and, you know, we are, as a whole group, annoyed by people who play like this. Anyway, so I said I'll talk about damage and what is unique about damage in Guild Wars. Where here it is, there is no failsafe and no like I don't want, not a safety net. How would I call this? I would call it there's no wall. Let's call it a wall. There is no wall in, you know, in regards to what you can achieve just by purely pumping higher numbers. And that completely breaks the game, and it completely breaks the pace. It makes mechanics meaningless, even if they are the most interesting mechanics you've ever seen, which they are not. Spoiler. But they could have been, you know. But let's not stick there. Let's say they are interesting. Let's say that. Okay, whatever. You know, just pumping higher numbers and allowing your players to pump as high numbers as they want, literally, without any hard cap. Well, it breaks the game, quite honestly. It fucking breaks the game. And I am also part of the problem, because the moment you realize that, especially as a DPS main, which I am, the moment you realize what kind of fucking war crimes you can commit against like the dungeons you're clearing, and again, by dungeons here I mean everything from raids to strikes to whatever you want to call it, all that content, I'll call it dungeons, okay? You're committing fucking atrocities in there. It's no longer a fucking, you know, it's not even a fight anymore. It's like just a fucking circus of numbers. You can fucking delete mobs, literally fucking end them. And it is very enjoyable, but why the fuck have they made it so that DPS can break the game? Like, why is there no moment where, you know, I mean, there are some, I guess, aren't there? There are some, but they're very badly placed. They're placed at intervals where, instead of serving that purpose, they only annoy the players, right? That's all. So this is what is unique about Guild Wars DPS. You can basically break it. You can break it so many ways that it's not even fun. Well, it is, you know, but it's not funny, is what I meant to say, you know, the expression. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Like, and of course, like, this also, how can I say this? This also strengthens or works for the argument that this game is made for that kind of, like, gameplay, I should say. But if that's the case, if that is really the case, then give me the tools to at least do it solo, for example. So why do you have classes in there, or possible skill combinations that can lead to things that cannot do that, for example? If that's the peak gameplay, then every class should be able to achieve that peak gameplay of yours. Alright? But no, ArenaNet needs to have the fucking pie and eat it as well, and eat the dog as well, and eat everything else, and the table. Don't they? Because they don't introduce a proper trinity, but they don't also make it a Diablo clone, which they should at this point, because this is literally a fucking failed Diablo clone in MMO form, okay, at this point. Because that's how it plays, okay? That's how it plays. So, you know, make it Grim Dawn or something. Make it, what was that other one? I don't know. Van Bran, wasn't there like a game called Van Bran? Cool game, by the way. Make it fucking Torchlight. Why are you insisting on all these fucking intricate stats and intricate, like, oh, this and ferocity? Fuck all of that shit. Make it an ARPG. Don't even call it an MMO, because people apparently don't want to play an MMO anymore. I don't know what's happening. Make it drop in, drop out like Warframe. Have hubs instead of maps. And there you go. If that's your purpose, that's gonna work better. But if you're trying to make an MMO RPG, even an MMO ARPG, you're failing so fucking hard right now. You're failing so fucking... Why even have healing skills in the game? Just, you know what? Everyone should be top DPS. Okay, cool. Give me a skill as a Berserker where, you know, when I crit, it heals me every single time. And I can go crazy on the mobs, and then I can feel good about myself, I guess. And then, you know... End of story. Remove raids, because then, you know, you want things to scale according to how many players are in there, just like Warframe or Diablo. And then everyone will be happy, because everyone can do their content solo or with their two best friends, and then we can all go home happy, you know? Why don't you do that? Why are you keeping it in this form? No one fucking knows what they're trying to achieve, or what this game is supposed to be. Like, what is it? What kind of identity is this? Like, no Trinity, but Trinity. MMO, but people don't want to play it. Does have raids, but the raids are weirdly paced sometimes. Does want to have a story, but there is no story. There is only just exposition, exposition and exposition, exposition, dialogue over exposition and dialogue. Like, oh my fucking god, give it a rest. You know, decide what you want to do with your stupid game, because it can be many things and it can do many things very well, but when it's trying to do everything is where it breaks. That's my opinion. But if it's going to be an MMORPG, it needs Trinity. And it needs a redesign. This is not gonna carry. Let's go back to what I said about EOD, right? So the expansion. It's its own genre, right? You're saying that, but you're so right. You're saying it jokingly, but you're so fucking right. You have no idea. Dude, that is why there is MMORPGs and there is Guild Wars. What the fuck is this? Is it Farmville? Who knows? Is it a Facebook game? Maybe. But then it has MMO elements, but there is no Trinity. And then some skills are useless, so why are they there? So is it an ARPG? No, because there are strict restrictions. I can't survive all content with my thief. Like, not even half of the content, so... What the fuck is this game, man? What is it trying to be? And what is it competing with? It should compete with something, because competition is healthy. Competition improves all competitors. And it creates ideas, innovation. This thing is just... You know what EOD is, like the expansion? They're like, okay, let's see the check boxes. So, China, let's please them. Alright, checked. Fine. Let's throw some tweets about agender characters. Who the fuck cares? But yeah, social justice points. Check. Okay. Let's give them a few strikes, because strikes are like just basically a giant salad bowl with a tomato in the middle, and you just chop the tomato and that's it. Like, they're fucking stupid and irrelevant. But people like in and out, quick and dry, no cum, okay. So they like strikes. Let's give them some strikes. Why give them raids? Because raids is your strong points, but no, shut up. Let's just do the fucking basics, okay. And then they check those boxes, and they're thinking, let's see if we can make this roll another 2 years without basically lifting a finger. Even the classes that we're gonna get in EOD are so horribly balanced, or imbalanced, or broken, or so horribly unbroken, I don't know. And it's so clear that they don't know what they're going for. All they care for is being kinda different, I guess. But only for the sake of being different. And like, a lot of their classes are like, that we're gonna get, are basically just pandering to certain demographics. That's all they are. Bladesform, for example, don't even get me started. That's like, you know, don't get me started on that. Like, what else can I say? Harbinger, for example, okay? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Why is that thing there? What, necromancers that decided to fucking start glowing green and black and then doing weird jumps and acrobatics and like going pew 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 like Deadpool in fucking Marvel vs. Capcom? Bang bang boom boom, like what? They don't literally do that, but like they do also, because they're pistols, you know? Anyway, and yeah, what are these themes of the characters? Like, what is this? What the fuck is this? I don't know. Willbender, Guardian Willbender. That is basically like, okay, let's make something really Chinese and put it in there. Alright, how are we gonna do it? Let's see, let's copy some aesthetics from like For Honor. With that Jiang Ji guy or whatever the fuck his name was. Like the Chinese guy, the general, you know, or whatever. Not general, he was a soldier, I think, or something. Let's make something like that with Willbender, and yeah, let's pander more and more. And then let's see if we can keep the game going for another 2 years. And they will succeed in doing that, because the only people they're trying to appease is basically the fucking vegetables that you can find in LFG. I guess okay. I guess okay. But all I'm saying is that it's such a fucking shame. And this game could have been so much more. Or at least it could have a direction and celebrate that direction and go into that direction and like fucking focus on it, you know, and make it good. But no, it has to be checkboxes like MMO. Oh, okay, that's a nice word. Let's make an MMO. Oh, this is a nice word. You know, groups, LFG. Let's just put something in there like an LFG system and then leave it there for like 6, 8, 10 years. It's gonna be fine. No one is gonna notice. No one's gonna notice. Anyway, and you have to understand that I'm coming like from a place of love for this game. No joke. Honestly, like I really think that this thing here is a gem, but you know, you have to shape it, you know, because it's like, yeah, in a state. So yeah, but to go back to what annoys me currently in Guild Wars, and to stop giving advice that like may be incorrect or impossible or impractical. I don't know. I'm not a fucking dev, okay? I'm not a dev. That's not my job. But yeah, that's something that annoys me then. So the community, and I know that it's connected to all the things that we talked about and a lot more things that I don't want to talk about because it's gonna take hours for this fucking stream to really go into detail. So I'll just say that for whatever reason, for whatever fucking reason, let's not stay there. I find the community of the game honestly disgusting. They, on a surface level, make the game not as enjoyable as other MMOs that I have played. And yes, that includes, and you're gonna hear this, that includes Final Fantasy. And you do know my fucking opinions on the majority of Final Fantasy players, as someone who has raided there for a year and a half. But even if they are the way they are, okay, and I won't describe the way at all right now, it's not the time, they can still only work within the constraints that Square Enix has set in the game, and they have really, really fucking made sure that you cannot exploit the constraints. You really just cannot, okay? The most you can do is maybe finish a fight with like, instead of like a group of varied classes of the same class, let's do a tank only run, let's do this and that, you know, you can do that sort of thing. But that is nice, that is okay, that is actually quite amusing to see. And they do it because they like the class, they like the mechanic, they like the fight, the mechanics, sorry, they like the fight, they like everything about it, that it makes them want to play around with it. They don't want to do it every day. They don't think that the game is so atrocious that they'd rather do that than play normally. And that is like such a huge difference. It's such a huge difference. So yeah, I opened up with the community, and I want to say that, you know, if you don't want to play the game, then don't fucking play the game. Have the balls to pay for a subscription for World of Warcraft or for Final Fantasy and get the fuck out of fucking Guild Wars 2. Because you're making it so fucking hard to justify change by being part of a huge problem that honestly at this point, why are you even playing? You're not even playing because you're liking it, right? You just it's just free, that's all. It's free and it's got like achievements. And you got a Farmville, get the fuck out. Simple as that. Anyway, well, it's too late now because I guess that's the only kind of players that is left. And that proves my point as well. That actually proves my point. Like, where's the hype? Why is Guild Wars 2 so irrelevant and on the side? Where are the throngs of players to the point where the developers have to cease fucking sales? Like, no. You see? Yeah. So, grievance number 1, the targeted demographic. I don't want to say the community, because if I say community, I just now realize that it sounds as if I'm shitting on people who might even think like the same things I'm thinking, and they're part of the community. But like the demographic that is currently targeted by this uh, game seems to be morons, and nothing good can come out of that. Okay, so the community might be full of good people. I mean, my guild is part of the community. I'm part of the community. All right, so it's unfair for me to generalize so much, like to use such an umbrella term. But like the main target demographic seems to be, right now at least, and maybe even involuntarily or unknowingly even by the devs, seems to be morons. Uh, yeah, I'm not even hating. It's just honestly, if you see, if maybe I should, you know what? Maybe I should get the guys, and maybe we should go and do some fractals, and you could see what I mean. But my group is kind of tired right now. I'm also tired because I did raid today. I did do all the fucking fractals, all the whatever. You know, I did all my rounds. I don't want to have to repeat them. And here's the thing, I don't want to repeat them because it's a pain in the ass because of the fucking people. Here we go with Sam saying I did fractals with another guildie. Well, that's different. That's different. You know, that's good on you. You know, take them under your wing, show them a little bit around and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Sure, but I meant like if we were to, on purpose, go and search for, you know, the kind of people that we've been getting day in and day out, you know. Oh, he was helping you? That's even better. What were you doing? Let's talk about that for a bit so that we wash out the fucking the filth from my mind. Armor? Armor? That's a very strange thing to say. I needed some stuff from the fractals. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's nice of them. And you're saying maybe we're not the target audience. Now I can craft the legendary armor. Yeah, GG's. GG's. You didn't even, like... Yeah, no. Yeah, don't wait for us or nothing. Go craft your legendaries. You cheater. Enslaving guild members just to help you with your labors and your, like, everything. That how it be? Taking advantage? Leaving us in the dust? Yeah. I will flex by being ahead. Yeah. Sure. See you at the finish line. I don't fucking care. Now nothing ties you to Guild Wars. Yeah, you've basically finished the game. You have a legendary armor. You finished the game. Am I right? Like, that's what everyone seems to be doing. Get the best Farmville skins. And then go home. Now I can play Final Fantasy. Alright, listen. Listen. Since Sam mentioned it, I have to say, I will very likely be moving to Final Fantasy with my group mates. Not even with my guild mates. I'll call them with my group. Okay, that does not mean my guild, but my group, because there are some people that, you know, we are literally the guild, and there is like around us there's like 30 people whom we have recruited in an effort to you know, to expand our group, but instead of that we find ourselves fucking shrinking like shrimps, because all of them are like part of the problem, I'll say it that way. Anyway, yeah, that sounds mean, doesn't it? But like, we are just trying to find people who want to play the game, and we were hoping that there are, you know, if we just like recruit and recruit and recruit, we will eventually find someone who just wants to play the game honestly, who just wants to learn and to what little is there to learn, and then to to have smooth dailies, have smooth content, a good experience that doesn't make you want to pull your hair out. That's what we're trying to do. It's not malicious. We're trying to fucking shift through the fucking unwashed throngs, the peasants. Anyway, anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I wanted to say, all of this rant is going. I mean, the way I imagined it in my head was I was going to touch on a few points, and I will, and then I would close with, and that is why I will probably move to Final Fantasy. Um, does it mean that I won't be playing Guild Wars? Doubt it. I like the game. I honestly like the game. But what it does mean is that I will take advantage of how, and that is a very positive thing about the game, how much you can just give it 10 minutes daily, and that's all you need basically if you don't want to play it for real, and you'll still benefit a lot. It's a good point, it's a saving grace. Um, so I'm sorry to say that it's gonna take third place. There's nothing in second place except my stream and Skyrim, right? So this is gonna take third place. It's gonna be something I'll fire up like once a week. Maybe sometime do my dailies. Maybe sometime do this, that, Fine. I'll be part of the fucking problem. I'll do what they do. I'll go in as fast as I can, play only broken classes, finish with my dailies as fast as I can, don't care to play the game anymore, just get my gold, get my currency, get the fuck out of there, and move to the game that I'm really playing, which is Final Fantasy then. But the cat is out of the bag, so you know how this stream ends, and you know that I'll bite down, and I mean it, because I also don't like, I like Guild Wars a lot more than Final Fantasy. It's such a shame, honestly. But at the very least, with a competent group there, you can have fun. And you can have fun that does not rely on like not playing the game, but actually playing the game. And as much as I hate the game, quote unquote, I don't really, you can't hate a game. You can just not be okay with playing it daily, for example. You can't really hate it. It's not like it didn't kill my mother or something. So let me rephrase. Despite its negatives that I have voiced in the past, I would rather, endure those and take the positives that Final Fantasy offers, which, to my defense, I have always acknowledged, as opposed to staying in Guild Wars and, shoveling through shit to find a few golden moments, some respite, and if that's what the game wants me to do with it, then I'll do that, I guess, until they change their tune, until they change their fucking approach and their attitude, and they decide what, why, and when, and how. So yeah, so now you know how now you can leave. Now you can let me rant, because you know how it ends, and you know what's gonna happen. And I'll still not fucking stream MMOs. I'll still not stream Final Fantasy. I refuse. I fucking refuse, especially these days. Especially after the whole fucking publicity fiasco. I don't want, fuck that game. Also, it's a good game. But fuck it. And fuck this game too, which is also a good game, but fuck it too. So, yeah. But yeah, so I could make more points, but it seems to me I've been talking for an hour and a half about a single point, and I'm now wondering, should I make a third part in the end and try to, like, maybe every part will talk about something? I'm not so sure. What is Neri saying? No crying stream when Bimbo, the lovable NPC from ARR, dies. No, there will be no crying streams as a reaction to the story, because I have no reaction to the story other than like sort of flinching a little bit or kind of like batting my eyes in amazement. Oogle my FF character on stream? No, they don't need to do that. I mean, you don't even need to, like, okay, so to make it clear, the purpose of all of this is not for you to oogle at my character. If anything, you should be oogling at me, but you can't see me. But, you know, if you could, you definitely would. But that's not the point. Like, the point is that you know, I'm talking about the game X, let's say. I'm talking about X. So, to me, morally, it seems I'm obligated to be running game X, right? And it seems to me that while I'm doing that, I'm not really obligated to present gameplay. All I need to do, because I have stated from the beginning, this is like quick and dirty rants. They're anything but quick at this point. But okay, maybe I'll change the title then. So, you know, I'm trying to find the middle ground. And at the end of the day, if you want to look at something nice, you might as well look at my character. Not a good substitute for myself, but you have to take what what you can, what I'm giving you. So, it's a nice thing to oogle at. I look pretty, and I love it. And you're also oogling at the beautiful scenery, I guess, in its glory. I mean, look at this. Ah, pretty nice. So yeah, I don't want to. I also don't want to play. I don't. My intention wasn't to play this. My intention was to rant and talk about it. You know, it wasn't really to play today. So there is that. But sure. To answer your question, no, I will not stream Final Fantasy either. If I desire to talk about that, I will do what I'm doing now, for example. I'll just launch it and I will just, you know, give you a nice view of something, anything, and then talk about it and shit all over it. Which I have done in the past. But that didn't survive. I didn't back that up, so it's not there. Well, anyway, so I'm thinking, since this took like an hour and a half to even talk about and like to get to, I'm thinking maybe make a third part and talk about the other problems. The PlanetSide stream, what, you would be interested to watch me play PlanetSide? Wouldn't you rather that we play PlanetSide together? Do people even watch PlanetSide 2 streams? Are there PlanetSide 2 streams? What do you mean you'll be here regardless? I mean, you're not even here in Guild Wars, and you are in Guild Wars right now. Wait a moment. Is that you? No. I'll find you. Don't you dare log out. I'll find you. Where are you hiding? Maybe in the mists. Wait. Where was that shit? Sam is a bot, he can do things. Did he just log out? Did he just fucking log out right now? Oh my god. Let me see. There you are. Where are you? Ring of Fire. Gilded Hollow. Oh, well, that was easy. He's back on but not representing. Why, Sam? Why? You know I can find you. Are you in your own, like... You're transferring materials? Oh. What materials are you transferring? Let me see. And does that mean that I can camp here and see you? You're illegal gambling, then where is that? I never realized that this guild hall is so loud. Another gilded hollow. Oh, I see. You're cheating on us. Okay, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. You're just cheating. Fine. I shall play dubstep with my skimmer. Listen to that bass. That's my new dub song. But you know, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. What did I want to do? I wanted to leave the hollow. Okay, so there we go. You're in our guild now, am I happy? I don't know. I'm not sure there is a good answer. Not that I say good, not correct. I guess I'm happy, yeah, that you're in our guild. I think I'm very happy. And that is why I'm going to get you in our Final Fantasy guild as well. When you can buy the game. Oh, right, did I say that? I didn't say that. The only reason we're not moving over... oh, you're in our hall. Yeah, I'll come over if you're there. I'll come say hi. Wait, are we in a different... Did we somehow end up somewhere different? Anyway, if you want to show yourself, I'm right there. You're in your office. Where's your office? What do you consider your office? Is it like in here? Where you do all your recruitment, where could that be? I wonder. Somewhere around here? Where are you? Where do you do all your recruitment? Come on. Where have you perched? Maybe. Is it over here somewhere? No. That's interesting. Hey, I heard that. No. Oh, you can't purse here. Wow, okay. So I suspect that is not like that's not solid then, of course. Very nice. How to... Is this solid? Yes. Is this solid? Of course not. Okay. Oh, come on! Of course you would have done something like that. Jesus Christ. Why? Why are you like that? What do you want from me? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 It cannot be. Get him, boys. Fucking get him. What are you doing? Ah. What other magic trick? You didn't do anything, you just left the hole. This is just magnificent. But, yeah. Yeah, no, seriously. Wait, teleport? Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you be able to? What do you mean? Wait, how do you mean exactly? I mean, you can leave the guild hall at any point, so what do you... Yeah, I guess... I don't... I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with that. Oop. There we go. Well, anyway, to get back on point after that. Actually, I've never been in this part of the guild hall, like, ever. Pretty cool. You can make it like a... I don't know, turn it into a nightclub or something. For sure. Interesting. So I'm thinking I'm gonna stop here with this stream. And perhaps from what I say, it is kind of unavoidable even if I want to. And since it interests me very much to discuss this and other matters, I think it's unavoidable to like make another video. Well, not a video. This is not a video. This is a stream. It's not a video. Big difference. Uh, make another stream about another thing that I found, interesting or disagreeable, I guess is a word. And I think that if I do that, then the next thing I'm gonna talk about is going to be about customization, and that's going to include how they handle decoration, how they handle outfits, clothing, all the kinds of colors, mounts, housing. I don't know. Did I say housing? Maybe I did. But yeah, because that is also something that is starting to turn me off from the game, and it has to do with mostly with personal expression, let's say, and what hoops you have to go through to gain more options, to put it like that. Because I think they have, they have it backwards. They have some good ideas, but the base of it is flawed and probably undeveloped, to be honest. Even though beautiful to look at. Just like this hall. This hall is a perfect example of this, and the guild halls are a perfect example of this. Whereas Final Fantasy had a robust base, a robust foundation, which supports all kinds of decoration, all kinds of things you can do with your character, all that kind of stuff, But here, and even though their interpretation is very archaic, very, very primitive in how it works, the ideas and the options behind it are far superior. I swear to God, if I could just slam the two games together, just slam them together and fucking squeeze until all the bad is out of there and then make that a game, that would be the best game, the best MMO you have ever fucking seen. Even as these games are right now in their current form, if you could somehow squeeze them a little bit and make one fit into each other, you'd have the perfect game. And I'm not gonna put World of Warcraft in there anymore. Not just because of what Blizzard did or what Blizzard does, but because it's irrelevant. It's because Final Fantasy is a very good World of Warcraft substitute. To the point where you don't need World of Warcraft. Literally, you don't fucking need it anymore. And that's coming from someone who is quite not into anime. But I can recognize the superior recipe. The superior, iteration of the same recipe. If you have Final Fantasy, you don't need World of Warcraft. New World is another MMO, just that, But if you could squeeze Final Fantasy and Guild Wars 2 together and just, get the good parts of both, you would have the absolute best game, as far as MMOs are concerned. But yeah, so I wanted to, I think next time when I do another Quick and Dirty, which is gonna be another 2 hours, because it seems 2 hours is the quickest I can do this. I can't condense it anymore. I already jumped a lot of points. I already didn't fully justify what I wanted to say. I did spend too much time with examples. This is not structured. I mean, my stream, not the game. It's not structured, and therefore the quickest I can do, it appears to be 2 hours per point that I want to make, from what I have observed so far. So I think maybe the next 2 hours, well, that's gonna be everything that has to do with like why customization in Guild Wars 2 for me doesn't work in the end. You know, what kind of like grievances I have with that, and what is good about it as well. You know, what I would keep definitely. You know, but yeah, so yeah, you know, what can I say? So we covered like one more reason why I can't really stay, right? Even though I love the game, I can't really stay. I can't justify it, you know. So today's reason that I shared was like, yeah, the targeted, the targeted demographic. What seems to be one way or the other the targeted demographic. You know, whether ArenaNet actually intends it or not, I don't know. Whatever the case might be, that is one of my reasons to not want to stay or not want to play it actively. Put it like that, right? Because you know you don't have to play Guild Wars actively. It's a good side game. You can have it on the side. So let's say like in this Quick and Dirty Rants, I will be presenting like why I can't main it, right? Even though I tried and I wanted to. So yeah, the targeted demographic. Cool. That's today's stream. And last time was like more like an intro to Quick and Dirty Rants, where I kind of like, or did we talk about something specific? I don't remember. I think I mentioned, I think in the previous one I kind of mentioned like my dissatisfaction with the depth when it comes to customization of skills and such, and how and whether or not it's actually deep or not. You know, whether it's deep or not actually. I think, and a few other things that on their own could have been separate, like quick and dirty runs, right? But anyway, I'm not doing this often anyway. I will always 80% of the time stream Skyrim as I do. Um, so don't expect this, you know, often. And by the time that I am even on my next one, it all might be already pretty much irrelevant. It might be pretty much irrelevant already. But I think I would like to do this because even if I'm not playing at the moment at all, because it's nice to see, you know, at least I think so. It's nice to see what drives, what might drive a player away or what might keep them, for example. It's just good discussion, I think. And since today I didn't have the energy to do a full Skyrim stream, I thought it's a very good opportunity to just do another quote unquote episode of Quick and Dirty Rants. I like how I say this as if it's like a widely known fucking YouTube series of a famous channel, when in reality it's just like me on a chair and you on your chair, and I'm like fucking whining about a game. That's all it is. Gotham. But no, really. It's kind of funny. But yeah, no, I'm not. You can see this as a whine, of course, because I'm very emotional, so I do whine. But legit though, this thing, the arguments that I had, they have some foundation, and they, you know, they are part of what's wrong with the game, and it's good enough for me. And if I get to vent a little, it's my fucking stream, and you don't have to be here, and neither do I. So you know, just I don't know, just chill, get some coffee, and listen to an idiot talking. That's all you have to do. That's really all you have to do. And if it gives you some like food for thought, and if it makes you think like, why do I hate X game and love Y game? Why do you know all that crap? Then it did its job. Or if you're sleeping while you're watching this, then it also did its job. You know. And if you're feeling validated or invalidated, it's also doing its job. And I'm glad that it does. You know, if it's, I would be worried if it was like uh, not even good as background noise. Then I would be wondering what the fuck I'm doing wrong. You know, but if it's good background noise, then there you go. I don't even have to be right per se in what I'm saying. I did say it's. Let's see. Did I say it's all highly subjective? I think I said that, and it's true. And feel free to disagree with every single thing I said, but it's subjective. Okay. You might have your own opinion or your own grievances, or I don't know. You might be one of those morons just doing achievement points and then saying, "Oh, but it's a good game." It's a good game. I can get arbitrary achievement points, therefore it's a good game. Sure, you're still fucking wrong. But yeah, no jokes. But yeah. Alright, so what players does it currently attract and seems to cater to? Yeah, it's a problem for me. Just as much as balance and customization. So yeah, I think the next one is gonna be customization for sure. I've got some fucking bones to pick there, for sure. And it's gonna extend to like even the tastes of the people I see around me, which quite honestly baffles me. And it might even, be a small indicator of like the fact that people don't take this game at all seriously, which is what I was talking about today, for example. Because yeah, if you're not taking it seriously, you're gonna slap on your character any kind of shit you find, anything. So yeah, it is related, and it is related also to how it makes me feel as well, and what options does it give to me. For example, if I want to express myself through what I'm wearing, or what kind of like blinky blink lights I'm wearing, or whatever, it's a thing worth mentioning, and for me a big part of MMOs as well. And it does have to do with being social in a game. It does have to do a lot with that, because when you're expressing yourself, at the same time considering others and how they will view you, that's an MMO element, right? And when you're dressing your character like a fucking shit show and you don't care about others, or if they see you, then that also says something. And we can try to explore what does that say and why, and if, with some examples. Maybe we will go hunting for the worst fucking appearance we've ever seen. Hint, we don't have to look far. And I'm not talking about myself. So yeah, this is cool. First Quick and Dirty was like establishing the series, and now this is more structured a little bit, and it had like it was a little bit more focused on like one of the things I find wrong. Let's see if I can pull it off a third time. Yeah, just like them with their stupid expansion End of Dragons, can they pull it a third time? Maybe if I also check some boxes, I will also make my stream better. For example, stream 2 hours of Final Fantasy. That's gonna get me views. Bleh. Anyway. No, I'm not gonna do that, by the way. I don't care about views or check boxes. Fuck that shit. Yeah, thank you for watching. Oh, quick reminder. Might have to take a break for like, I don't know, 10-ish days. Probably, maybe not at all. Who knows? But just putting it out there, might happen, might not. Depends on my would-be guest, I guess. Yeah, I wanted to also talk about, kind of like share my news, like what happened with my cat, for example, stuff like that. But no time. This is supposed to be quick. So yeah, I think it's gonna be at least 3 or 4 Skyrim streams before I even attempt to like do one more of these, because it does drain me, and it also worries me. It drains me because you're talking shit about something that you love, and you also feel shit about loving it. Um, and it's kind of a weird situation. Like, it's almost like I'm describing like an ex of mine, which I'm still in love with, to someone in order to make that someone sympathize with my decision to not be with that ex. It's kind of crazy. Like, why would you need that kind of thing, right? What does it matter? I don't know. That's why it feels strange. But at the same time, it's also kind of informative because you get to learn about another person. In this case, the ex. You know, and you get to learn about that relationship, and you get to learn like what drove it to the ground or not. And I think it's interesting, personally. I mean, I love watching. I personally love watching streams or videos or whatever of people dissing or loving a game that they, well, hate or love, you know. I don't know. I like listening to opinions. Therefore, at one point or other, I was gonna share mine. So there you go. I'm starting to share mine, I guess, more um, in a more dedicated manner, I guess, as opposed to like passingly mentioning it at the beginning of my Skyrim streams. There, there you have it. that that Josh guy, that British Josh guy, Strife Hayes or whatever, he better be careful because I'm gonna be famous and I'm gonna fucking overtake. Oh my god! All right, all right, all right. Before I embarrass myself anymore, thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Probably a week, or you know, more if I have guests. And yeah, I don't like, you know, don't mark your calendars or something ever when it comes to my stream or the content of my stream as well, because as I said, it might be like even 5 Skyrim streams before I have like the absolute urge to talk about Guild Wars 2 like I did today, right? So, you know, don't hold your breath about Quick and Dirty 3. I was hoping I could like bug it up all today and be done with this shit, but apparently it seems that I like to blabber a lot. You know, is that the word? To blabber, to talk a lot. All right, so yeah, here we are 2 hours later. What the fuck? Where did time go? You know, where the fuck did this time go? What happened? Anyway, cool shit. And thank you very much for watching, if you did. And what do you mean by buy 136 mystic coins? Oh, you're making the armor, aren't you? Oh, I hope. I hate you. I hate you. I'm kind of jelly. You know what? I'm jelly. Fuck off. Ah, also GG. And also, I wonder how that's gonna make you feel. You know. Are you gonna feel different? Special? Huh? You filthy wizard? We'll see. Well, no matter what you're wearing, for me you're gonna still be Sam from the block. Just like J-Lo. God damn it. Well, okay. It's getting late. I should get some dinner. Emotionally dead inside. Yes, exactly like J-Lo. Oh my god. Alright, so no more dissing. No more whining. Um, yeah. It's been nice, you know. It's been tight. I liked it. I enjoyed our talk. Our my monologue basically. Let's not lie about that. Let's not pretend that it's anything but. Um, but I enjoyed it. So yeah. Let me leave the guild hall as well, since there is no point in being here at the moment. I'm also going to touch in one of those rants. It's not gonna fucking escape me. I'm going to talk about. Uh, I mean, it has to happen, okay? About the grind in Guild Wars 2. Like, is there a grind? What kind of grind? Why? Whom does it concern? Because that especially is very important. Like, whom does it concern? Who will be grinding and why and what for? You know, and how also. So that's gonna be a very interesting conversation or monologue, as I said. It's gonna be very fucking interesting because I'm gonna compare it with like, of course, with Final Fantasy. I mean, it's inescapable at this point. Um, because I used to think that that game, you know, was extremely, extremely grindy. Little did I know. But we'll talk about that. I mean, yeah, there are some aspects of Guild Wars 2 that like aren't grind, but there are some that are, and it's worth looking into how they do it, and you know what does that accomplish, and why is it not like that in Final Fantasy, for example, and what the differences are, what the fucking what the what that approach serves, right? It will of course tie in with like the whole demographic thing and all that, and yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's no point fucking discussing what I will discuss later. Listen, what's important is that you have a great evening, okay? Have a great evening. Merry fucking Xmas or whatever you're celebrating. You know what? And enjoy your time. That's what I'm trying to say. Have a great time. I hope that you know. Um, what do I hope for? A better year? I don't know. I don't know. But hey, do have a great time, and I'll see you next time. Okay, and thank you very much. Um, yeah, that's it. Wait, I know what I'm hoping for. I know what I'm hoping for. Let's see. It has to be something relevant with the stream, right? So it's not like my existential fucking mega wish. But as far as like all these things are concerned, I'm hoping for an awesome expansion. I hope they blow us out of the water with End of Dragons. Like they turn it around completely. Fucking completely. Like blow our minds with the classes. Anything that can help, you know? That's what I'm hoping for. There you go. And that you also have a great night. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you, okay? Hang tight. Might be a little while. Good night.